Hi everyone, welcome back. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video that went up. So that was filmed a few weeks ago, but I've had to wait, which has been a nightmare, just sat waiting. And then I'll confess now, while I'm here, while I'm with my friends, I messed up. So when I did the countdown on Instagram, I did day 27 was the start. It was meant to be 28. It's finished a day early because this was supposed to be a pre-release, and then the actual release is tomorrow. And then it was, because I did 27 rather than 28. Yeah, we had to launch today. So, yeah, hope everyone enjoyed. So how we've got it, if we've got ticket sales over here. So, we can go to a load more entrants. We'll go through everyone. So I've got Nick. You can't see your name, sadly, but you are here with 50 big boys. So thank you, Nick. Tom Kirkbride with 10. John Wright with 5. Ben Maltus with 10. Miguel with 17. My granddad with 20. Wait, my granddad with 20 again? That's not right. He only bought 20. Zach, 24. Brad, who's one of the editors. One of the editors who has bought tickets.
I helped you with the promo.
Has bought Patrick, Luke, Liam, Aaron, Jesse, Michael, and is Rory with 5. Oh, we've got some more. Oscar has bought 10, so up to 177 as it stands. And then I've got my website stats here, where I can see there are a lot of people on the website at the minute. There is a large spike currently. But yeah, how is everyone? Again, this probably is going to be the same people who were the pre-stream, but if you came after the video, if you've got any questions, throw them in the comments. It's a Q&A. Hopefully I can help you if you got a question before you book. I've got my phone here where all social media is just vibrating violently because the links were posted in the description. But in this stream, everything you need is wherever the description is down there. So yeah, you've got the link to the website, to this shirt, and then again, if you just want to donate, if you can't buy raffle tickets because you're not in the UK but you just want to do your bit, there's a link in there as well, and I think it should pop up. I tested it earlier when I donated $1 to myself, and it worked. With subscribers, it only shows the people who've got public subscriptions turned on, which isn't the default setting. That's something you have to go in and change. So I can see subs have jumped up over 100. But it's not told me once because everyone's private. The only 4 I've got, and one is in chat, is Nick, JSW, Lulu, and Stephen. They're the only 4 people it's told me have subscribed. So thank you very much. Nick, let's get a couple more tickets. I want to win this time. Go for it after the Audi effort. It was a strong effort. As people are still on the website. 88 people on the website. I'll just see how many we're doing. Oh, Nick, 100.
God, Nick.
Jesus, wait, that's not right. Oh, it's added the 50. It's added the 50. I thought it bought another 100.
Oh God, I'll go.
It's added the 50, so Nick's on 100. So
I was going to say what.
Thank you very much, Nick. Appreciate that.
Jesus.
I thought you just bought another 100. I was like,
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
Still, active on the website. So fantastic. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's see what else we've got. Got your Swiping the Factory video about Australia. Fred, that was for you. Like, I could have said America, but I was like, no, I've got Fred here. I hope Nick wins now. Good luck. He has got currently a 1 in 2 chance of winning something. There's 3 prizes. So obviously the main one is the Simulator, Higher VR, Creative Hype shirts, and the run-up prizes are a Creative Hype and a discount voucher for the year. So it's not just the 7 days that Fact Fiend's on. So there are a couple of the runner-up prizes. So I've got Samuel and Sean. Thank you very much for purchasing. Up to 236. If Nick loses, we riot.
Nick loses, we'll laugh again.
If Nick loses, we'll laugh again. I'll be 1 second. I'll be back very, very shortly. I am back. Just noticed I'm missing something. There we go. Just so I can see how many I've got on. But yeah. Right, so yeah, looking very active. Again, any questions if you've got that weren't answered in pre-stream, let me know. Chuck them in the comments. We'll answer as much. We're going to be live probably till about 5:30. Keep an eye on ticket sales.
It's all good,
The website, yeah. So yeah, because of the social media links we're sharing, my phone is just going a little bit
crazy.
Yeah. So still 236. Cool. Yeah, the Audi one did 1,000 in 90 minutes. I don't think we're going to be up to that because that's like a car. This isn't a car, but
it's like a car.
Yeah, it's like a car.
It is a car.
Patrick, will you update your logo in the future? Probably not the actual logo itself. I might do a little bit around it. For instance, when it's Christmas, I'm going to put like a Christmas hat on it and things like that. So it's going to be that, but we'll do little twists. But I don't want to change it because, again, this is something I found in my research. I'm just going to move myself up a little bit from low. There we go. I found it in my research was that logos got way too complicated. You got a picture and then you got all words, you got a website. I wanted it as clean as anything could be. So it's just straight there. What happens if someone from outside the UK wins a raffle? Hopefully that doesn't happen because we've made it clear in the video and on the actual raffle page. It's UK only, and in the description, UK only. If it does happen, I will speak to said individual and probably pay them off. So we'll find out. But DJ, as I know you, because you're in the Discord, we can figure something out. It's just for people I don't know. Because I know Zach is from Canada. He's bought a few tickets and they're just purely for other people as gifts. So we can sort it. So, for difference, I just saw the post on Fact Fiend. What are you selling for sim racing? So I'm not selling, I'm hiring out the sim that I bought. So again, I don't know if you've seen it in the video that just went up at 4 o'clock, so 20 minutes ago. But I've bought a simulator, so I've got literally professional grade equipment. It's like one of the best out there within a budget. I can't go and spend like 20,000 on one, sadly, but it's the best that I could do with what I had. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, it's hired out, so you hire it for 1, 2, or 3 days, depending on how long you need it. I drive it down to you, I install it for you. I can stay a mentor if you just want to just run it yourself. That's fine. And we've got VR, all these optional extras you can add on. So it's like build your own package. So yeah, it's just something you can do yourself. But yeah, it's all hired. It's brought to you. That's the main point. You're not having to travel. It's brought straight to you. What have we got? Are you going to watch the Royal Rumble this year? Yes, absolutely. I hope Mr. Wright wins. I don't know attempts at point and cracking me up. Hilarious. I'm sorry, it's hard. Could Nick win all 3 if they're individual tickets? Yes, Nick could win all 3. He won't win on the same ticket number, but he could win all 3. He could clear up, in which he'd have 48 cans of hype and probably kidney stones. I thought there was only one prize. There was originally. When you bought tickets, there was. But I wanted to add a few more. When it was the Audi raffle, I feel like just a couple of run-up prizes might have swung it one way. So I've tried to do the same again. You can't get a ticket. Are you outside of the UK? And neither can I. Like I said, if it doesn't work, you can donate. And I'm going to point Fred. There is a link in here if you want to donate that way. And I might do. We'll see how many donations come in. I could just do purely a donation raffle. Get a prize for people who donated. We could figure something out. When you upgrade your sim or get other sims in the future when you get passive income. So that is the long-term goal. So I'll tell you short-term is for now, it's just going to be a single simulator. We'll see how busy we get with bookings, if we get any bookings. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. There is a plan to have 3 sims. So there's going to be a GT. So I've got the GT seat with an F1 wheel. That's the only little thing we need to figure out. So there's going to be a GT with a GT wheel and seat, everything. Formula 1. So I'm going to have Formula 1 sim and flight simulator. So I'm going to buy a flight simulator as well, which we've got on the Microsoft program. So there's going to be 3. That is the long term if this is a success goal. Adam Tarnisha, I love the lights.
Thanks, Liv.
Thanks, Liv. Suppose you can't route down to Australia. Sadly not. But like we mentioned in the video, if you want to get involved, you can buy the shirts from Redbubble or donate at the link below. But yeah, sadly, no Australia.
That'd be cool.
Just waiting to stream and hook you up. Fantastic. Thank you, Art. Let's see how we're doing. Jack McDonald 5, thank you very much for your purchase. Nick's like hoping it stays low. 1 in 2 chance.
Yeah.
Let's just check the website, see how that's doing. Just want to make sure that's holding up.
Oh, nice.
119 people. I hope it's holding on. How are your servers, Big Cartel? Just go check social media very quickly in case we've got any queries coming in. This is basically like me looking at any queries coming in whilst trying to host. So it's a bit chaotic. I've got 2 screens, 3 screens, and then my phones as well. Alright, so I've got that. So emails are clear. We've got a query on Twitter, so I will see to that. Colin, I will get back to you if you are watching. And Instagram. Instagram just gained a lot of followers. So Twitter, we have actually got a query, so I'm going to reply to that shortly. Right. Have you ever seen Red Bull Soapbox Race? We went to it. What, 2-3 years ago?
2019.
2019. So yeah, we went down to Ali Pali and we watched it.
For your birthday.
It was for my birthday. It was like the one thing I wanted. I was like, please let me get to Soapbox. So yeah, that works. Okay, explain the metal and glass trophies. So we've got 2 styles of trophies. So you've got your metal ones, which would be the gold, silver, bronze, but obviously it's not made of gold. So please don't get your hopes up. They're just like metallic ones, which are just painted that colour. Whereas glass ones are just like purely glass shaped with just etched words into them, like laser printed words. So you just get the choice of either having metal or glass, and the one that I recommend would just be a first, second, third for fastest laps. And then they can be presented when you are happy with the event finishing. Oh, yeah, the website's very busy.
It's good.
I can see like what everyone's looking at. Online bookings popular. The deal of the month's quite slow, and extras are quite popular. So deal of the month's a no. We have got Zach. So Zach's increased by 5. Thank you very much. And Ben. Ben's added a couple. So that will put us on 248. So nearly at 250 mark. And we're half an hour in. Keep it up. Like I said, I've got a figure in mind. 5,000 available, because that's the thing with the Audi one. I only put 1,200 on because I thought, I don't know how it's going to do. And then it sold out within 90 minutes. So it's like, right, so I could have made a lot more money, but I didn't. So this one I've gone the other way, whereas I wanted a higher maximum just so people can keep building up to it, it doesn't sell out. So I've got my figure in mind off that, so we'll just see how it gets on. Alright, I've got 13 viewers, so again, any questions, throw them in. Oh, I keep pointing the wrong way. Keep throwing them in chat, which appears here. Yeah, keep throwing them in chat. If you've got any questions, we'll do our best to answer them. We did a pre-stream, so people who did the pre-stream, you might have heard the same answers, so I do apologise, but I want to cater to everyone. Can I get a link to the website? Love to check it out and give you some traffic. The link is just... Right, you're asking me to point again. There. fullthrottlesims.co.uk. That's where it is. But I think every link's in the description, as Nick's just pointed out. Russell, thank you very much for your purchase. Very, very close now to the 250 mark. I am very excited about the Royal Rumble tonight. It's the only wrestling event that I will sit and watch. So that's going to be good. Can you just point to that again? Look at that, smashed it this time. Absolutely smashed it. I'm on my phone now. No worries. I know it's probably a bit small font. It was just hard to try and get everything on. But yeah, it's looking good. Obviously, turning around and saying spend a couple £100 ain't going to get people immediately, but just to see the traffic numbers, that's really positive. 132 people at the minute. Oh, right, we've got some ticket sales.
Oh, God.
Callum, 37, which is my lucky number. So hopefully it's your lucky number as well as Nick and everyone else's. But Callum, thank you very much for your purchase. That is my racing number as well. And there is a guy in Formula 2 who uses that number. If he gets promoted, I can't use it in the games anymore, which is the most sad I'm going to be. Right. Someone's followed me and sent me a message. Thank you, Dan with no plan. Dan with no plan, if you're here, thank you. I did get followed by someone with a funny name earlier, which was Happy Vagina Slag. That one made me laugh. So yeah, thank you to you for following me. Just tickled and it just popped up and I just glanced and went, sorry. God, I wish I could show you. I guess if I just turn my camera off, it might work. We will find out if I just bring that there next to it. I'll just quickly flip my camera off. That one. Look at the spike on the right hand side, how it is at the minute. it's a bit chaotic on the website. Oh, I've opened it maximum. There we go. So yeah, there's a pretty big spike at the minute. Is that Brad's alt? Maybe. Might be Tom. Who knows? Who knows? Oh. Just give everything a once over again, just make sure I'm not missing any queries. I think we're all clear. Just a lot of follows. I've got a couple of messages about the video. Max Verstappen hasn't replied to us as well. That's quite sad. I was hoping to get Max Verstappen to race me. I suppose that's something that we could talk about, is that we have been talking to a few Sheffield-based celebrities about doing like the Top Gear lap time kind of challenge. So we're going to come do the sim, put some lap times in and then have a leaderboard. Sent a few. I've got a couple of yeses from the same person. He was very excited. He put yes twice. So he's involved. I've emailed Sheffield United, not had a reply yet, but got time. Could message players separately. And then we're going to do, obviously, the Fact Fiend crew.
Hello.
Set your fastest lap.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I'm probably going to crash.
You'll be fine.
I must get some practice in.
How are you finding dry January, Adam? I've got, 7.5 hours left, and then I can drink for the Royal Rumble, so we're getting there. I'm going to have a drink after the stress of today as well. Oh, sold some more. Right, I've got Adam, Jacob, and Ryan. Thank you very much for your purchases. We are near the 300 mark now. Yeah, very much looking forward. I bought some, because the thing is, I wanted to do a year, but then Nisha suggested cutting out takeaways, and I have overdone the takeaways quite significantly. So I was alright, I'll give up takeaways, I'm going on the beers again. And then it was Royal Rumble. I spoke to some mates, it was like, Royal Rumble time. So there's going to be beers tonight, but I'm going to wait till 1 minute past midnight. Might as
So
well.
are you drinking next month then?
Yeah, I'm giving up takeaways.
Giving up takeaways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're having a Chinese tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I think last year was the year of the pizza because we ate nothing but Domino's every week.
Yeah, we had Domino's every week.
I just can't eat anymore.
I'm just going to have to reply to this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
Bear with me all. Nisha host.
Oh no, don't do this to me. Hello.
Yeah, if a guy's inquired, I don't want to just ignore it
Of
for
course,
now.
yeah. Yes, go for it. I'm used to talking off camera anyway, that's part of my job.
Do it.
It's part of
Far
my
away
job.
Nisha, literally the far away Nisha experience.
The close-up Nisha. Yeah, I think like I should get some practice in before the you get the fact being crew to do it, because then I'll be the best one.
Yeah, you can literally practice, whereas Brad, Lucas, and Carl have to learn from scratch. You can
I
practice.
just practice and go, oh my god, I'm so good. But I'm quite terrible at it anyway.
You're not terrible.
I am.
You're not terrible.
I might be better at like GT Sport. I might be better at that.
GT Sport, yeah. Like when my mum's boyfriend had a go, we took a Suzuki Swift around Monza. About 3 minutes a lap. That was an experience.
That was funny.
What about Sheffield Wednesday? I'll be very loath to do it, Tim, but I have to do it. If you're from Sheffield Wednesday, ignore that. I can't wait to work with you.
Definitely not.
So Anita Sam's Jones donate was coming. Thank you very much, Fred. Appreciate it. And what do your lap times look on your choice of track? So this is a great question for difference. So thank you for this. I love Canada. Like I said, Canada's my favourite track. And I must have put on that game 150 laps in at Canada, and then obviously the season mode as well. But 150 like competitive, trying to set my fastest laps. And when I got the simulator and Nisha was there, it took me 10 laps maximum.
I think so, yeah.
If, maybe less, and I beat my record. Like it was considerably as well, like 1.5 seconds. I just absolutely just obliterated my record. So then, like when I went up the other day to practice, I did Britain, and I set a lap time. Again, I've done loads of laps in Britain because it's my like home track. I did loads of laps on the first lap. I beat my lap time, so I was like, God, that was quick. I had a look, 0.2 seconds slower than Lewis Hamilton. So I nearly beat the Formula 1 world champion, man.
Honestly, you're gonna get spotted.
So it's been it's not been easy. I've crashed many times, span out, but when you get it right, it's ridiculously better than sitting with a pad. So I want to get back in the esports leagues. I want to get back in them. Adam comes back with a vengeance. Why Adam's suddenly 3 seconds a lap faster? Just gambling. So there we go. Nishu should be fine. Yeah, faraway host. Take away the takeaways. I don't know. Yeah, they need to go.
Not again.
So Lucas and Brad have to come to Sheffield, or we tour the country for them. So there will be a Fact Fiend meet-up. I don't know if you want to film it. Do it like behind the scenes.
If you want. Yeah, I don't mind.
So Matt at Meltdown. Again, Matt, I don't know if you're in the chat, but if you are, fantastic. We want to do a Fact Fiend test event. So hopefully before we go live on April the 1st is the first official booking day. So April the 1st is the first day anyone can book it for. We want to get all the Fact Fiend crew together. So I've got Nisha, Carl, Lucas, Brad, and then I've invited Nick up. Nick, who's got 100 tickets. I'm not going to try and point down there somewhere.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I've invited Nick up as well, just for the fact that he put a lot of money into help do the Audi and a lot to do this. So Nick's been invited up. So I mean, if you want to do a behind the scenes, put it on the channel. But yeah, we're going to get all the Fact Fiend lot up to do a test event. Just make sure it all works. I'm going to host it at Meltdown, which hopefully will be the official gaming bar of the company. So yeah, you can place your bets. Who's going to be the fastest out of the 4 of them?
Me. If I get practicing, me.
Yeah, we train you every day. So yeah, that's the first thing. But yeah, it's going to be just a meet up for that, for the test events, and then obviously when we go live, it'll be all over the country. Trey Manchester just turned out the best time. Yeah, like there was one bit when my mum's boyfriend was trying around Monza, and he was about 3 seconds slower than my lap. So I was just there and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he started beating my lap time. He was like going faster, and I'm there I'm impressed, but at the same time, don't you dare touch my lap time. And as he got to the last corner called Parabolica, as he was coming around there, he just went a bit wide and lost it. But he was beating me, so I've got room to improve at Monza. That's for sure. Nisha's going to go full on 80 arcade. You're going to be fierce. You can be quite aggressive.
What?
Just going to go to memorise all the tracks to try and get an edge. That's the thing. I said this to Nisha the other day. So people in my Discord as well, they're going to be invited to do another test event like the next day or however it is. I said, what if? Because that's what happened with me. So when I had a karting job, a place near here, I had been around the track twice and never karted before. And then we had a race, like we had a staff race as like kind of like an induction for me and this other lad. And I beat like half the staff who've been there like 6 months. So then when I start putting like effort in and going up and racing, I got into the national championships for staff. So I've always like had it in me, and I said, what if someone who comes to these test events has never raced before and they just pick it up like instantly and just start like driving like ridiculously good lap times and clean laps? So that could happen. So I am going to look out for some talent to basically sponsor them in esports. So that's the plan. The guys at Bailout Crew, who are one of the sponsors of the company, they're also sponsoring me and other talent as well. That's like one of the visions, is just like having people there to broadcast the Bailout Crew business. So it'll be the same for me. So everyone who does the test events, yeah, we might have the next Lewis Hamilton with us. Let's have a look at this. Still at 294. And the website, I think, has just started to settle down a little bit now. Even if Nisha isn't the best at driving, she'll just beat you at Guitar Hero Down Start.
Yes.
Shut up.
Trying to
away from the plug and field back to nesting. Yeah, keep me away from pulling it. Well, if I tell it here, I'm going to be awful. You don't know. You don't know.
It's been so long since I went on Guitar Hero. It's been about a year.
Isn't your Xbox still at the office?
Yeah. Maybe I should just go to the office on my own and just play Guitar Hero.
Yeah, do it. Save.
Just nip out, yeah. Come on, my own.
So, Nick, you currently have a 1 in 3 chance. Oh, someone's bought a shirt.
Oh, nice.
Thank you very much, whoever bought the shirt. That just popped up. I'm average with regular cars, but I don't think racing is my strong suit. It kind of... There's one corner, which I did on Belgium, which is Eau Rouge, which is like an uphill, and when you're like in the camera cockpit, and I was driving up it at 200 miles an hour, and then you can't see the track, I did get a bit twitchy. I just literally couldn't see the track doing 200 mile an hour, not knowing where the corner is. That was quite scary. So yeah, I took that a bit slower the next time, and then span out of one bit. That wasn't fun. It feels like it. Oh, is it Fred? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you for purchasing that shirt. So plan is find someone good, get them famous, and they can give you a shout out. Yeah, that's it. When you see like in 10 years' time someone F1 champion and they're like, oh, I want to thank Full Throttle Sims Limited. That was me. Oh yeah, Miguel, who's in the chat, just commented there. He does have the shirt as well. But yeah, there's something I noticed on Red Bull is people half-arse the designs, so I spent ages working this in. So yeah, thank you, Miguel, for the testimonial there. Right, so I think we're just going to hover around the 300 for the next half an hour or so. Worldwide advertising. Would you record customers' lap times and maybe have them to top the championship something every 2 years? That's something that we can do because it logs all your lap times. So from each event, whoever sets the fastest lap time, I could like message him and just say we're going to have like a championship at the end of the year. Because I want to do it like a season. I don't know if you've seen the calendar on the website, but back end of December to middle of January, that's like the off season. So it's going to be like, yeah, every year is like a season itself. And then we could do like the overall fastest lap times, like do a video of them, and like I said, have a little championship. There's definitely some potential there. But yeah, it's like it's one of those. This is just for now. Like I know when this video went up, I'm probably not going to make a sale. So I said to Nisha before this, one sale and I'll be happy, because it's literally a video where people go, right, I need a couple £100 now. So I don't think it's going to happen today. I'm hoping sometime this week we get something in. But there's long-term plans. We've got a monthly competition, which I'm not going to digress into too much. Again, it's something I noticed that no other company does. We're going to have a monthly competition, completely free. It's on the website, and you can win free sim hire for the day. On the website, sorry, on this channel. It's going to be on this channel. Free to enter. It's just once a month. And the grand prize is free sim hire for a day. So we'll see how that goes. Theoretically, if I purchased 3 tickets and won, that'd be really annoying for Nick, wouldn't it? Yeah. You'd be selling him the prize. The guy who won the Audi bought 8 tickets. So out of 1,200, he bought 8 and he won. Oh no, he bought 4. He spent £8. He bought 4 tickets. So yeah, he bought 4 and won. So, and he just turned 18 2 days later. So I messaged him saying I need to know ID just so you're of age. And he said to me he just turned 18 that day. I was like, oh my God. So he's 18 years old, his first car's an Audi TT. So I've asked him if he's going to sell it, and he said he's looking at insurance. That's last I heard. But I mean, insurance on that would be a lot.
For an 18-year-old.
An 18-year-old who's only just learning how to drive. Here's an Audi TT. So yeah, I think he's probably going to sell it in the end. But I mean, he's just going to make a bit of money on it. One sale is all it takes. Not people talking to you at the moment, Nick. Oh. Right. Let's see how we're getting on. Oh, the visitors actually just jumped up quite a chunk. Still 294. It's just going to hover around that, I reckon. Nice birthday present. Yeah, that's the aim. It's like it's like 3 categories that I've worked it out as. So you're going to get private hire. So like I said, or as Liv just said there, birthdays. I want to target, and as weird as this sounds, I want to target weddings. And I know you can't imagine the bride in a dress racing. I get that, but at the end of the night, the thing is entertainment. You've done the ceremony. Everyone's just having a few beers, knocking them back, and you put poker tables on, photo booths, and I want this to be a viable option. Oh,
maybe jump.
Finally, it showed me someone subscribing. Mr. Alto Blue, thank you very much. Oh, Beep, thank you very much. Is this just going to list everyone who's subscribed now?
Oh my God.
So these haven't worked all day, and now they're working.
We're just going to get everyone.
Okay, so everyone here, there who's subscribing, because I literally didn't think this was working, so I was like, I'll just leave it, and it looks like it's just gonna. There we go. Okay, so thanks you four for subscribing. So weddings. Yeah, I want to target weddings just for the fact that the end of the night entertainment, because in a wedding budget, it's actually quite competitive compared to what other entertainment businesses charge. So we're definitely in the bracket. Adds a little bit of competition. Everyone can get involved. So I want to target them. So that's like the private sector. We've got commercial or corporate. So that is for a works business. So for instance, Carl got it for big wangers and put it in the office just for employees. So that's the corporate side of it. It's like works dues. And then I've got the public side of it, which is where you can book it. Let's say Nisha sells or sets up a photography stall to sell pictures and then puts me in there. Public is where it's not employees who are going to go and have a go, and it's strangers. So it's just going to be publicly there. So bailout crew, every time I say it as well, I've got flashbacks to when I said it in my video and I said it in an Australian accent for no reason. And every time I say bailout crew now, I'm like, bailout crew. But they want to do car shows. That's what they do. That's how they sell their merch, is car shows. So they want me to basically go set up next to them, and then they get people to look at their merch and go and have a go on this. So I've got private, corporate, and public sectors. So they're the 3 target groups. I just want to get above 300. It's frustrating. It's just a bit of wall there. Let's see how the website's doing. Cool. Do you really want piss wedding guest breaking your simulator? Yeah. No. Stag do's would be ideal, yeah. Exactly, that's something I've thought about. Obviously, it's kind of like the only time down thing at the minute is what's going on in the world, but yeah, like at some point this will be perfectly viable. Maybe not this second, but at some point it will be. So it's just to get it out there, and then we can get going. Hopefully with a bright look there, bombing it around the track in a ball gown. Sets the fastest lap. That's the delayed subscribers. Yeah. So when we set this up, I set this up yesterday. This like screen, and all day today, like so when I put the post on the Fat Fiend community, I jumped up like 50 subs in an hour, and it didn't once tell me. So then it's just like, then we found out you have to be like publicly sharing your subscriptions. So I was like, oh, okay, that might be why people can't see it. So I just left it on, just thought, well, if someone subscribes with it on, fine. Didn't think it would just start spamming everything. So yeah, just 4 subs have just appeared, fantastic. Maybe if I ever get married, I'm hiring the sim. Do it. It'd be great marriage material. Just have a race, bride versus groom. I assume you're not going to implement VR given the limitation with the current release. Maybe possible through 3 it's on the PlayStation where games do have VR incorporated. I've used it before, but I was sat at my dining room table, which wasn't great. It was just before I started doing the Euro Truck Simulator series on my channel, so I know the games can work. So it's GT Sport is the only one out of the 4 I've got that will host it. Assetto Corsa, Dirt Rally and Formula 1 don't incorporate it, but GT Sport does. So that's the one that can add to it. But I don't understand about the PC having software, but we're running on PS4, PS5 when I can finally get my hands on a PS5. That's what I'm just waiting for. So I'm using PS4 now. Hopefully I have PS5 by the time we go live. Just hanging on, trying to get it. Let's have a look. Weird to see my name there, Russell. Yeah, I can see it with your ticket. I should just refresh this. Come on, get to 300. It's so frustrating. It's just stopped at 294. I'd argue since Simpson Australia's been on the receiving end of the worst tempted accidents. It came out of nowhere. Like I was just talking normally, and then it just slipped out. Just suddenly my accent changed. And I was like, oh, okay then, Australia now. But every time I say it, I just think about when I said it. And it's like in my head now. I'm like, every time I go to say the words, I'm just like, bail out crew. Don't do it again. So yeah, from what I'm observing at the minute, is online booking and add to SimHi is very popular, and the deal of the month isn't. So that might be something I have to look at. But like I said, for now, I'm not expecting people to just only throw a couple £100 at me, unless your name is Nick Tilley. Oh, 299. That's even worse. Well, thank you, Owen, for your 5 tickets. If you're here, that's frustrating. OCD's kicking in after I have round numbers. Freddie clearly not joining the Discord game nights when I'm by with horrific accent attempts. Yeah, Liv is from Liverpool. And when we started to get to know each other, I thought Liv was Liverpool. So Liverpool Skittles was her actual name. Next one, I'll be on your side. Just do the quick whip around, make sure we're all up to date. I don't want to be missing anything. I think we are all good. Are you looking at Fact Fiend comments?
No, I'm on Amazon at the minute.
Oh,
More soundproof and stuff.
Soundproof.
Yeah. I just wanted to buy more stickers for the wall, but
Yeah.
it's just that adhesive spray you can get, and I don't know what it does to the wall. I just know I don't know how easy it's to take it off the wall because obviously this is rented. So
I don't damage it.
But we have got paint in the cellar, so just paint it.
We'll be implementing NASCAR racetracks too. There are NASCAR tracks in games, but they've not got the NASCAR series cars. So you can race on those tracks, but not using the actual NASCARs. It's mainly 24-hour cars that they've got. So like Le Mans, Nürburgring. They're the type of cars mainly for that series. But you can race on those tracks. You can do Indy. Sacred PS5, yeah. Like the other day, apparently Argos released something at like 2 a.m. Just released a load of PS5s and then delivered them at 8 a.m. And I was like, what? I just woke up to that. Like, so the Argos were trending at 2 a.m. So Argos had just listed like 100 PS5s and then they delivered at 8 a.m. They must have literally just got the orders and just like, right, get them out there. And took them around the country. So people ordered at 2 a.m. and had it at 8 a.m. Which was ridiculous. Good bit of PR that. But at the same time, kind of frustrating. James Leggett, the one ticket that's put up to 300, so thank you. Everyone will fit 300 tickets now. So we're making a bit of a dent. But yeah, appreciate that. Oh, let's have a look. That'd be quite the name, though, not gonna lie. Hello, my name is Liverpool. We want a cat, and I want to call it Boston, but Nisha doesn't like it.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. No, I don't. Boston. It's a great cat's name. We've got another question. Definitely makes sense for events and business. I assumed it was a very limited audience for individuals. Yep. I have mainly targeted like the corporate and stalls and public, because I know that someone's not probably going to spend X amount just to go and racing for the day. I do understand that. It's been kind of like one of the hardest things, and it's something I got a bit of feedback on, is like, if you just wanted to go racing for the day, could I do that? It's kind of like I could if it's in Sheffield. I can't charge like 50 quid for a day, like a personal thing for a couple of hours at night and take it down to London. I'd run at a loss with it. So it's like, I'm based in Sheffield. If it was in this area, Sheffield, Rotherham, yeah, I could do it for like 50 quid for like personal hire, but that is completely depending where they are. I can't, take it like to Glasgow or London. So yeah, it's stuff that can be implemented not this minute, but in the near future. So yeah, something I can definitely think about. But yeah, I have aimed the like this at the corporate side, and for big birthdays, basically occasions. It's mainly occasions, not. I mean, I might rent it out on Sunday nights for the esports league. I'm sure there'll be people who want to try it, but we'll find out. Boston is a great cat's name. Boston is a great name.
Ooh, can I have different opinions?
No, it's the same opinion on nothing.
No.
Boston the cat sounds like a great name. Sheffield discounts. I remember Argos trending. We're in the same transition circle, maybe. Yeah, I reckon so. But yeah, just woke up and it was like, oh, at 2 a.m. Argos listed 100 PS5s and at 8 a.m. delivered them. And I was like, that's such a strong PR move to get attention on Argos, but at the same time, like, how many people missed out on that just because they weren't awake at 2 a.m. So yeah, it's a genius little bit of marketing, but at the same time, probably upset a lot of people. So far since the video, I've had 201 people on the website. So that's quite a fair whack getting the attention.
Stay strong, Nisha.
Stay strong, Nisha. How many units do you have so far? So I've got the one simulator at the minute. The long-term goal is to have 3. A GT, Formula 1 and Flight. I want to get the Flight Simulator out as well for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is a unique name. But yeah, I want to offer different stuff. I don't want it just to be like stale on a single type. I want it to like mix up where one week could have GT and then the next week I could give out the Flight Simulator. And the joy of that as well is at peak times, because that's all stuff I'm going to learn this next year, is when it's peak times. So on Saturdays I might get a lot of inquiries for the same day, so it's kind of hard because I can only attend one. When I've got 3 simulators, I could have three hires at the same time. So that's like the ultimate goal. DJ screenshotted me.
Oh, look how happy you are.
Look how happy I am. It showed me a subscriber for the first time all day.
Look how happy you are, though.
I wonder how many subs I'm actually on now. Let's have a look.
That's funny. Oh God, it's a bit bright. It's getting dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark. Is it big light? I quite like this ambience. I like the ambience.
Try that light, bounce it off a wall.
I think it's alright. I like the ambience right now.
The ambience.
Ambience. Right, let's see. 130 subs, so I've gone up 112.
That's good.
That's good. I can actually get a custom URL now. Smash that. youtube.com/fullthrottlesims.
You gotta wait another 2 weeks though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got to wait. Can't do it because it's less than a month old. No one nick that. Don't you dare put that on your channels. Don't sell it. It's like someone bought carlsmall.co.uk and then said you have to email us if you want it. Is that still there?
Was it that or was it Big Wangers?
Big Wangers or something like that.
Or Fact Fiend. It was like one of the three.
It was something stupid where they bought the website and then left a message for Carl saying if you want this, you have to spend like £1,000. So he didn't want it. Yeah, that spike's getting quite large now. Don't take that out of context. Context?
Context.
Don't take that out of context. Context.
Context. I was like context.
Has anyone got any questions for me? We've got about 28, specifically 28 minutes left on this stream, and then that is it for the night until we get the Royal Rumble on. Yeah, but Carl wouldn't care, no. I don't think he did. I think he just took the mick out of it.
Yeah, just took this.
Is Carl actually here? Carl, you in chat? If you haven't already, you could save yourself some money by getting next level racing cockpit, allows Raffle and GT style setup. Yeah, that's something I have looked at, definitely. It was just hard being on a budget for the start. But yeah, like the long term goal of it is. Yeah, long term goal of it is to keep upgrading. Sorry, my phone. I got a message on Instagram. Lewis Briscoe, thank you for your ticket. 301. Nick's there now, like starting to panic. He's got a 1 in 3 chance at the minute. Thought Big Man's name came from not needing to be the name. It's really funny because the block of offices where he is, they have a big billboard of all the businesses, and just in the slap bang middle, it just says Big Wangers Inc. And then his website, what is it? Is it Wi-Fi? Sorry. He's got a funny name for his Wi-Fi.
It could be like Large Dong or something.
Large Dong or something like that. And then people who go for like business meetings at other like businesses try and log onto the Wi-Fi and it just says Large Dong. And they're always asking at reception like, what's this? Oh yeah, there's someone here who like does that.
It's funny.
Can you attempt to point at things for the last 25 minutes, please? No. I like it. I like it. This effect.
Yeah. I need to add more Polaroid pictures because it looks
Polaroid
it
pictures.
Looks a bit empty at the minute. And they're from like 2 years ago.
If you have any leaflets, etc., I'll advertise them in my office if you'd like. Yeah, appreciate that, John. Thank you. I've not got them yet. This is kind of like however we do with this launch the next 7 days is going to be like my starting budget effectively. So then I have to work with what we get. But yeah, because I bought the main thing is I need to refund because I bought the sim out of my personal money, so I need to replace that, and then we're all set.
Oh, maybe.
Carl's wing is the biggest. Yeah, I think that's something like that.
Yeah.
The lights look so good though. They're really nice. Just the thing is, you don't provide much light, so at the end of the day, sometimes I watch the NHL and I sit here, my eyes are just like, just in pain because there's no light from them. They just look nice.
You could try.
That's Nisha.
Oh.
She's far away.
I'm not far away. Nah. It's too bright, isn't it? If you have it bounce off a wall, it's meant to be a little bit dimmer, but just seeing what it looks like on there. The effect is not as good.
It'll do. It helps my eyes because my eyes were starting to ache a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, let's have another whip round. Because if it wasn't niche, yeah, so would I. Yeah, it's just a businessman next door, the Wi-Fi. So the website I sent using a Wi-Fi as a found it worth implementing to offer a free solution which provides additional layer security and reduced page load times. Yeah, so some because this is the website Big Cartel's what Bailout Crew use, and I've had no issues with them, so I wanted to use these, and they just charge me like a percentage of each transaction. It's only like a nominal fee. So I got these, but yeah, I see what you mean. Like if it grows, you need to be sure. Because there's so many things that could be taken out of context. So because it's not a car, I think ticket sales have gone a little bit slower today, but it's all helping, especially the shirt sales, although I don't get the money from the shirt sales till December because they do it annually. You get your Redbubble money annually.
Oh, yeah.
It's crap, that, isn't it? You don't get it like every month. So many follows. Bryce. Bryce, are you in the chat? A query from Bryce, so I'll just quickly answer it. Alright, so Bryce, sorry if you are in the chat, just message you. If not, there's a guy called Bryce who just had a reply. Right, let's have a look. Questions. Aaron, what's all this? I guess I don't understand the business. So I have I have purchased a racing simulator, which is basically a way of racing race cars without actually going to race car tracks. It's brought to you, so it's all wherever you want it to be, whether it be at home or a venue nearby, all private hire. And yeah, you just get to go racing for the day. If you've got a business, that's what it's mainly intended for. And yeah, we just launched on the Fact Fiend channel, and then we've just gone live here just for a bit of Q&A. So thank you very much for dropping in. I know some SUs, student unions, do theme nights in the bars. That could be something to look into. I think it'd be a treat with uni students. Why is the raffle not in the stream description? That's a great question, Finley. Let me change that. That would actually be a large help. That's probably the reason why it's not doing too well. There's no one can bloody get on it. Great question. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Right, I'm just going to put it in now and then I have to save it, so hopefully it appears. Where's it gone? Right, there we go. Ugh. Right, I've put the link in there now. You just click on that and it'll show the raffles that I've got open, so you should be able to do it. But yeah, thank you for bringing that to my attention, that I've not got it in the bloody stream. There's some users have entire societies for rebuilding cars and they might be interested too. Yeah, I know through Matt at Meltdown that there's a uni esports team, so I could look at sorting something out with them. Does the sim have RGB lighting? I do want to, because that's at the minute. It's like it's the core, and then I get to play like making my own. I do want to have LED lights, yes, but it'd be green. It'll go with the theme of the business, which is green. Sheffield Wednesday University sites, which could be hotspots, yeah, especially at Meltdown if we can get them to come to Meltdown for the night. Benefits Matt, benefits me, benefits them. And enjoy watching the time slowly get worse. Everyone keeps drinking. Yeah. First laps come in, they're really competitive, and then for the rest of the night, it's like 10 seconds off and in the wall. Best of luck. Thank you very much, Aaron. Appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Here's going to be a good place to look. I know my does Freshers Weeks, and it does look like fairs during the year. Yeah, Freshers is something I want to do, but it would be the next term coming in. Like, not now. There's no point. But yeah, I want to do that. Just have a rolling leaderboard for the last hour. We'll have tiers. It's like sober, getting there, a little bit tipsy. All right, Ed's gone a bit and bladdered. We'll have categories. I just entered. Yay! Oh, let's get this refreshed. Tara, thank you very much for your purchase. You're in the mix. There's someone in chat who's bought 100 out of 302, so he's got a 1 in 3 chance. Still the leader, because I remember that with the Audi, is that the same person bought, again, a lot of tickets, and someone bought one more than he did, just to prove a point. So it's going to get a bit competitive. At some point, I think it will, in the next week, just hit a little bit of a bump. Yeah. Check the website. Oh, I've got 9 other people just tuned into it. And make sure that discount's live as well. Yeah, discount's live. And that bit last thing I want is like, oh, there's a big discount and the discount not working. Well, yeah, it's there now. Can I buy 1 ticket and understand that Nick can have the prize if my ticket wins? Yeah, absolutely, Fred, if that's how you want to do it. Make sure some mad nights, to be fair. They had a massive ball pit one night following there's a mechanical pumpkin. Liverpool. There was a bang downstairs, it's ghost.
No, it's just generic house noise.
I came downstairs last night because I was struggling to sleep because, launching a business. And I came down here, went downstairs, and as I was laying on the sofa on my phone, there was just a massive crack on the floor, and I was just like, oh no, this is how it ends.
I'll just put it down to generic house noise.
Yeah. My uni hasn't had too much covering all that, but in the past years being a student, it's been a hell of a time. That's one thing I never did. Go see uni. Never went. It's not Liverpool, you dope. It's the same thing. There's another bang, definitely a ghost.
Do you want me to check it out?
Yeah, please, in case someone in the house. While you're down there.
What do you want?
A glass of Pepsi Max, please. Only like the black halves.
Okay, if I don't die, I'll bring
If you don't die, could you bring me a black half glass of Pepsi Max, please?
half glass.
Yeah. Not a pint glass. I'm not ready for a pint. Not yet. There we go. Right, 15 minutes left. Any final questions? We'll keep an eye on ticket sales. And I'm just keeping an eye on the website. Just making sure everything's all up and running. Andrew, thank you very much for your ticket. All these opponents, Nick. This is my night. As soon as the stream ends, I was going to be sat here because I've got to keep an eye on if I get inquiries. This is my night for tonight now. At least we've got the Royal Rumble tonight. Something to look forward to at the end. Alright. You want me to check it out? No, I can use a drink. That's our relationship. Have you ever had Pepsi Max Ginger? I have. I was quite fond of it. We went to, I don't know if you've been to Cineworld cinemas, they do like secret screenings. And I went once and they just had like a complimentary thing. You don't know what film you're watching. So they just like ply you with sweets and drinks, and we had Pepsi Max Ginger and I thought it was alright, but it's quite hard to come across. Far, far away Nisha. It's probably a small robot hidden in a cupboard, so I don't have an excuse to get Nisha to get him drinks. Nick, don't ruin it! Royal Rumble, can't wait. AJ Styles is going to win. Thank you.
Good enough half.
Yes, thank you. And you survived, which is good.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, good luck with everything that's on Twitter. I could retweet it. It is. Tara, if you look on the top right, it says FT Sims. That's the Twitter account. So if you could, that'd be really great. Thank you. Still 303. At least we've got over the 300. It was kind of painful being stuck under it, but we've got there. Is AJ Lyles AJ Styles still alive? Holy cow, yeah. He's still going. The phenomenal one that I bumped into at Subway.
Oh, yeah.
Great story, that. I was wearing an AJ Styles shirt, went to Subway and he was stood there. I was like, oh, okay. Can't wait till he finds out. I've been told I have to be quiet.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's like 1 a.m, isn't it?
12 a.m. start. I reckon Rumble starts about 3.
Sleep at some point.
Rumble start about 3.
I'm a very light sleeper.
Because they have a women's Rumble and a men's Rumble. And the first year they did it was 2 years ago. It was men's, then women's. And last year it was women's, then men's. So I don't know which way they're going to do it this year. Well, there's 2 Rumble matches.
Well, don't be shouty.
Don't be shouty.
I'll be sleeping at that time, or trying to.
It depends who enters at number 30.
Well, still.
Love it. It's the best event of the year. It's the only one. I've literally just reactivated my WWE Network for 10 quid just because I want to watch it. Everything else, like the rest of WWE's products, is just terrible. After this, I have to stream myself. Good luck, Zach. No way, yeah. That's like one of my favourite stories because they were at the Sheffield Arena and I was in between jobs and I was started work at the arena and box office. So I was very excited, obviously, when it was WWE Day. So on that day, I bought myself a ticket. So when I finished work at like 3 o'clock, I just knocked about. We've got a place called Centertainment, which is like bowling alleys, cinemas, restaurants. So I thought I'd go watch a film, kill some time. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have a Subway. And I had a Subway in a while. So I went to Subway and took my uniform off, chucked my AJ Styles shirt on. And as I walked in, he was coming out. I was just like, you know, you can't give me just your shirt. Oh. He just said, nice shirt. I'm not even going to try and do his accent, like Georgia. But, yeah, he said, nice shirt. So I was like, my guy. Tell you what we got? We've got 16, 17 viewers. So I'll tell you about the monthly competition there's going to be. I think I can actually show you. It's a stream favourite of mine. Just gonna have to disappear. There we go, just 1 sec. So this is going to be every month, and it's going to be free. It's only going to be, so it's going to be 1 month Instagram followers, 1 month Twitter followers, and 1 month YouTube subs. It's just going to rotate. It's going to be once a month, and it's free for people to tune in, but everyone only gets 1 attempt. So I can't just sit here like someone have 20 goes. But there's going to be 1 attempt. If I just move my camera. It's a bit big because I had to zoom in, but yeah, it's spin the wheel. There's 100 slots, some with no prize, some with prizes, and the ultimate, if I can find it, is, when I can see it, I think it was on a black border, but I might be wrong. Come on, where are you? There it is, green. So as the mouse is there, free sim hire. So if it lands on that, you win free sim hire. I mean, I'll just spin it and just see what happens. No prize this time for Adam, but everyone's going to get one spin. But like I said, it's going to rotate between Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, so you do have to be following. So it's just going to be like a private link sent out. No prize this time. It's not a good example, is it? We'll spin again. I can't, like, there's a couple where it's like I actually have to go and buy stuff for you, so I've tried to like narrow that down as much as I can. No prize this time. Because when we did it yesterday, I think it took like, what, 6 spins and then we got the free sim hire. There you go. Here's the first prize coming in. Free VR upgrade. So if you book, you get a free VR upgrade, like taking care of you. So it's all just going stuff like that. That's once a month. Again, I just wanted to do something different that no other company does. So now I have to figure out. There we go. Oh, got another ticket. Jake, thank you very much. Rigged. Big fail. How English of you. Rigged. But yeah, we did it yesterday. I was like, oh, I've got 100, we'll see how we get on. And 6 spins in, free sim hire. I was like, that's going to be costly. But yeah, it just gives everyone like incentive. If you get 20% off, well, you might want to be more tempted to go and book. So that's the point of it. As I said in the pre-launch stream, it'll be very rare that you pay full price. It's going for the Sports Direct marketing ploy of making up a price and never charging. And I'm joking. There is actually a set price, but there's enough discounts going around. That is a thick spike. How many people looked at the video at Carl's?
I think it's just over 5,000 last time.
5,000. Plenty of room to manoeuvre.
5.5.
5.5. What's the top comment? Has he pinned anything yet? The top comment. Just putting this out there. If fact, oh, hold on, advert's popped up.
No, it doesn't mean anyone does that.
Just putting this out there. If FactFiend has a convention, the name should be WangaCon. That's the top comment. Scales, I got your comment. Thank you very much. Sandbox Blocks Gaming which came out from the pre-stream. Thank you. Analogy's business was amazing. Everyone succeeds for him. Thank you, Abyss Wicked 90. Everyone just commented on Carl's shirt, says I love lesbians. Orient Gabe, congrats and good luck at him. Thank you. There's lots of nice comments. But yeah, the top one's funny. Sheffield is about to become the business capital of the world. I said the UK. I could say the world. UK maybe. Would have been funny if I never got sponsored by Rich Energy Drinks. Let's not. That's who did that? Mr. Sleep. The story there, and it's a funny story, and it's a true story, and God knows how they got away with it. It's absolute fraud. Is there's an energy drink who sponsored Haas F1 team 2 years ago called Rich Energy. Now, has anyone had a can of Rich Energy? Probably not, because it doesn't exist. They've got like 500 cans and that's it. But they made out that they were like absolutely like $1 million company and wanted to put millions into this racing team. And after they literally got on this Formula One car, branded, and like the Formula One team changed their colours to the Rich Energy branding, literally just piled it in, and then it turned out they only had about 500 quid in bank account. Absolutely just conned the way onto the grid just to get free advertising to the world. And then obviously the contract got voided, and like the guy who's in charge of Rich Energy is just a bit of a loose cannon to say the least. And he started posting about how like on Twitter they'd fired him, and then next thing is I'm now the owner. I have been fired again. I am the owner. I own a Haas F1. Just rambling. And then they got sued by a bike company for copying their logo. But yeah, they managed to sponsor a Formula One team with 500 quid. and like literally get the Formula One team to change everything to match their colours. It was crazy. So now I'm not going to be sponsored by Rich Energy. I'm sponsored by, well, going to be sponsored by Hype. When they reply to me. Those 500 cans might be the best ever. Apparently, it was like natural spring water. That was their selling thing, natural spring water. But yeah, no one's ever had it. Like, I've never seen a can of Rich Energy in a shop. And then there was one on Amazon, but I think someone who got hold of it was selling it for 40 quid.
Jesus.
Just for a can of Rich Energy, because they don't exist.
That's
I feel like Monday Madness will be popular, yeah. Especially, the thing is, everyone's just seen this now. 5,500 people have seen it. And someone might be there going, 50% off on Monday plus 10% off. And then they might now just be ringing round. Like, oh, you know, I've seen this. It's 200 quid all in. You know, get 5, it's 40 quid each for the day.
Mm.
That's how it's going to work. So I don't think anyone's going to see it now to go, oh, it's 200 quid. I think there'll be people making calls and like, right, if we get 6 of us together, 30 quid each, yeah? And that's how it's just going to unravel. Jacob, or Jakub, thank you very much. Another ticket. What is unnatural spring water? God knows. God knows. But that was their selling point. 500 cans might be the best. I mean, price-wise, yeah, you could make a lot of money selling them. You should buy a ticket.
No. I did all this promo work for you. It helped you do your advert.
Did everyone like the promo, by the way? How's that doing? Last I looked, that jumped up a lot. It gone from 70 views to like 300.
I think it's only £1, but I don't want to accidentally win it.
You're going to accidentally win it.
You don't know.
Nick's going to win. Nick's clearly going to win.
You don't know. I could accidentally win it.
You can give it away on your channel.
137.
Right, how's that video done? This is just going to have to disappear in just a moment. There we go. So views don't really update on time.
Ooh.
253 the promo's got. And then we've had 103 people have watched the pre-launch and 120 have watched this one. That's like unique viewers.
Like your spaghetti legs.
Like your spaghetti legs, the shoestrings. It's tight jeans, mate.
Aw, thanks, Miguel.
Oh, yeah, that was like Nisha. I basically told her what I wanted and Nisha did it, so she was like amazing as always. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Funny water videos were hilarious, yeah. I can't do serious. Like, anyone who gets to know me, if I'm tasked with doing something like when I'm a manager at the pub and I have to like deal with like a serious situation, I'm just there like, I do it and then I just go to the bar and start fucking about. Just need to even it out. Just like, I can't do serious. So yeah, when I was like doing dramatic walks, it took a few takes and to get it right. And even there was one bit when I had to sit down on the sim. I was purely tasked with just sit down on the sim.
Yeah, it's just, you just kept like messing about.
I kept twerking and stuff like that. The best one was when you like Nisha had to like straddle over the thing to get a picture of my eyes.
Oh god, I was so uncomfortable. I had to sit on the pedals.
You had to sit on the pedals, yeah.
Just get your face.
Yeah, as you were doing it, I'm just there like. Well, I got my mask on, so you can't see my mouse. I'm like. I'll give it another 5 minutes. See how we get on.
You need a cool photoshopped YouTube banner. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Nisha.
Yeah, I'll help you. Yeah. Just you just tell me what you want. What you really want.
Tara's following me. Professor Kitsune is following me. And someone else will just message me on Instagram. Babylon Dreams. That was still the best one. Happy Vag Slut.
Oh my god.
My mum's just messaged me to say Captain Tom Moore is going to hospital with COVID, bless him.
Oh no. Not Captain Tom.
Not Captain Tom. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Fred. It was hard to be serious. There was a lot of messing about. And then it started to snow as well, so we had to like clear up. We had to hurry up. I had to stop messing about. It started to snow. We didn't want to get caught out on the wrong side. So I had to quickly make haste and leave. Alright, so this is going to be my night for a little bit. Just to make sure I don't miss any queries. Oh, we've got a question. Is Brad still doing the ticket for sub? Nick, on here, he has bought... Where is he there? 15. That's what he's claimed.
I don't know how many subs he got. So
He died a lot of times. He owes tickets.
Oh.
On Phasmo and Cannyboys.
Oh.
So yeah, he has done it. I just got a like off Lulu and then my phone went off. There we go. So I'll give it 5 more minutes. I'm going to go and I might just pop on like probably about 9 o'clock or something just for an hour just to do this again, like an update. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. If anyone's got any final questions, and then it is the Royal Rumble later, which we will sort. Which I can't wait for. AJ Styles winning. You heard it here first.
I'll find out tomorrow.
The tradition for this is normally we go to an American sports bar in town and they do towers of beer. And it's like, I think you get 8 pints in a tower. So we'd be sat there with like this barbecue platter, like 3 towers of beer, and like Rumble's like the event. Rumble's the one you like. We all get together and watch. Obviously, we can't do that this year. So we're having to watch it over Discord. A bit different. But sober January is finishing, so can have a beer at 1 minute past midnight when the first match is up.
You got Kingfisher as well. Kingfisher,
My absolute favourite beer. 3 for a £5. This spike's just getting larger and larger. It's the final questions. Thank you, everybody. We're in success, Adam. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's going to be a slow burner to start, but the business is now up and running, and it's just purely about getting emails sent out to sports clubs like Rotherham, Chesterfield United, them on the other side of the park. I mean, Wednesday, I want to support you. Like, please, may I come to Hillsborough and do stuff? Yeah, I'll have to do Wednesday, sadly. Again, everything's just taken out of context. I don't mean to do it. Hopefully sell a lot more tickets. Yeah, I hope so. It's going to be, again, just a bit more of a niche market, this one. Everyone can use a car.
Sorry.
Everyone can use a car.
It's a niche
whereas it's like, how many people want this? So it's going to be a lot harder. So it's going to be a slow burner. It's got 7 days, is effectively to pick up. And then, yeah, we've got the website out now. I think people, like I said, see it. Like you said, on Mondays it's going to be good. It's going to be 50% off plus an extra 10 off. So I think it's just purely, right, let's get our heads together. I think it's going to be hard while we're in lockdown, which should be ending like end of February. So that's why I insistently did bookings for 1st of April onwards, when things might be just a little bit better. I think that'll be like the time when it starts to pick up is probably about April, when people know they can meet and do stuff. So I think till then it's gonna be slow, and then it'll just like pick up. But yeah, I've got like the long and short is this is just basically funding the start now. So we'll go from here. Next, maybe check out later and discuss it with some of my friends and see if we can get a booking for one of our birthdays. Yeah, Patrick, I appreciate that. And good luck with your single ticket. Hopefully you get a good result again and then Nick will kick off. Tara, do I have a Twitch channel? No, I keep it just on YouTube. From Fact Fiend, I got a couple of thousand subs, so I just like to do everything on here. Don't want to start going on to Twitch side of things. But yeah, it's just going to be on here, and then the business is just going to be on here as well, and then Instagram and Twitter. You can see the pain in his eyes. Yeah, that's the thing. Is I've been thinking, Sheffield United will just be a good laugh to go meet the players on Wednesday. I know deep down it'll be a good laugh, but then it's you're in enemy territory, aren't you? You're behind enemy lines, going in there, and it smells of bacon and pig derby up here in Sheffield. So yeah, I will work with Wednesday, but I don't want to. We'll find out. Would January be the best time to change the recipe of your alcohol? Everybody favourite beer tastes different. Adam, do you need a driver? I mean, that is the long-term goal. The long-term is to have someone take it down and just pay them hourly. Because there's only going to be so many times that I'm just go to London, Sheffield, London, Sheffield, London, Sheffield.
For a few weeks.
Yeah. There's only so many times, so there might be a point where I literally say, I'll give someone £10 an hour to take it down. So it'd be the 4-hour drive down, 6 hours, 4 hours back, £140 a day. I'm you can just have it. So yeah, at some point probably, just to take the stress off me. Because that's the thing, when it's in Sheffield or nearby. So let's say someone books it in Barnsley on Saturday. Well, on Saturday night now I can come back and just take it away on Sunday. Whereas when it's London, I don't want to be travelling back and having to go to Glasgow on Sunday. So yeah, the next day when it's a long distance one, I'm going to have off just to make my way back up and chill. But yeah, at some point I probably will be looking, if this does well, for someone just to take it down for the day. So be taught how to set it up and then go do it. At her professional, it's a lot of travel hours. It's paid. £10 just to drive. £10 an hour just to drive. But yeah.
I mean, if you're doing it though, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not included. Well, that's included in the price, but you don't pay you don't charge extra for miles or anything like that. So.
No. So yeah, it's just it'd be nice when it's Sheffield based, a meltdown, bailout crew when they do it. It's gonna be all local. So that'd be fine. It's same amount of money, and it's just I can come home that night. Whereas there's probably gonna be times when I have to sleep in the van or get a travel lodge or something.
Don't sleep in the van.
Sleep in the van.
No. You want a decent night's rest.
You never know. The van might be ridiculously comfy.
No. You sleep in the chair in the
Sleep in chair.
in the place.
Just holding onto a wheelchair. Right. Final questions. Final 5 minutes, and then we're gonna call it. We're gonna have a break, and then get back on here for the night. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of mileage for me. That's why I want someone else to help. Buy storage in London and placeholders nearby. It's that could be the idea, is to find a partner or go half and half, and then they have one, I have one, and we can if there's a book in London, he can see to it. If there's a booking up here, I can see to it. There's always, like I said, this is just day one, and the journey could go any direction. So just see what happens. Someone, like I said, someone might want to just double up on it. We'll find out. So a comfortable night's sleep. See? They know.
You might have a bed.
Van life.
You might have a bed in the back. For a little, sleeping bag.
Donovan?
Just take a sleeping bag with you.
Take a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Donovan, thank you for your ticket. I had to put a question as well as part of Raffle security. Is what is VR?
Yeah.
I wanted to put my own answers, but they wouldn't let me. But for anyone who doesn't know what VR is, it's virtual reality, and now you can go and buy tickets. You haven't slept in a van enough to know.
No, I haven't.
You slept in a caravan. Does that count?
Oh no, because a caravan is a mobile home.
I've slept in the car once. I was in Cardiff.
Cars aren't made for sleeping in, but caravans are.
Ryan Carr, 5 tickets. Thank you very much, Ryan, if you're here.
I've not even slept in a caravan. I slept in a tent.
Slept in a tent. I
It's my
slept in a tent.
parents that slept in the caravan. I'm just outside the tent in the cold.
I slept in a tent. It rained and the roof collapsed.
Oh,
And to get out.
every time I've been camping, it chucks it down with rain.
Yeah.
And it's horrible, isn't it?
Last time I did that though, I went to Silverstone with my mate for the weekend, and it was like 40 degrees all weekend. Like literally, the grass just like went like crispy orange.
Ugh. Yeah.
Like when there was no green grass because it was just so dry. And that's when I kicked off at Silverstone because they put price of water up.
Oh yeah.
On the first day it was like £2 a bottle, and then when it was literally like unbearably hot, they put bottles of water up to £4 a bottle. Like outrageous because people need it because need to live, and they put the price up.
I remember that. I think the worst night I had in a tent was it literally was thundering and lightning.
Very frightening.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, you're out in a tent on your own in the cold, it's chucking down rain, then you try and sleep in the cold, and then you just see this flash.
Yeah.
It's so bright. I hated that. And then you wake up sweating because it's like red hot.
Yeah.
And the sun's been on your tent, and you wake up like, oh my god.
I just remember
horrible.
One of my favourite things at Silverstone that weekend was England were in the World Cup. It's when we did really well in the World Cup, so 2018. And we played Sweden on the Saturday during F1 qualifying. So literally, they had all the games on like screens around the track.
Yeah.
And then people running, watching the screen, watching qualifying, watching the screen, watching qualifying. It was a nightmare because you wanted to do both. So yeah, we ended up watching the game, and then every time there was a break in play, just stuck our heads over it, fence, have a look, all right, and then get back to the game. That was such a good weekend. We're just unbearably hot. Because my mum stayed in a hotel, whereas me and my mate camped. So I used to say to her, can you just please bring us some bottles of water? Because all we had was beer. We were prepared for a nice casual weekend. Beers. Question. Statement.
Well.
I think I was at the same time. Is that when there was a semi-riot? Whereabouts were you in Silverstone? Because we were at Woodcote, Luffield. At the same time. Yeah, we were at Woodcote and Luffield. We were on the back of them. You joined the Legion camping then? Oh God. Sleeping Tent Music Festival, definitely experience. So why don't I do music festivals? I don't like camping at the best of times.
Every time I've been to a music festival, I've only stayed for a day. Because I don't want to sleep in a tent. Especially when you're surrounded by so many drunk people as well.
Yeah, it's the trust, because that's the thing. We stayed willingly in the family camp because we just couldn't be bothered with raves and people collapsing on the tents. And even then, the caravan next to us was just full of people just screaming through the night. I had to put hearing plugs in. Hearing plugs? Earplugs, not hearing plugs. Don't want to hear it even better. I had to put earplugs in and just try and sleep. It was horrible.
No, I need sleep though.
Yeah.
I'll stay in a hotel.
But yeah, it was the worst bit was obviously we had the car and then we had the tent next to it. And when we were in the track, we'd leave all the beers at the campsite. But then we'd be like, do we leave them in the tent? Do we leave them in the car?
Yeah.
So I started putting them under the car after the first day when we left them in the tent and they were boiling bits.
Mm-hmm.
They were cans were hot. And I was like, that's not good. So the sun has been bearing down the tent all day. So I started putting them under the car, and that was a godsend because we get home and it was ice cold, freezing. Get back to the tent. Sorry.
Get home.
Get home. Yeah. So that's the tip if you're camping. Put your cars under your beers. Put your beers under your cars. that's my tip. I didn't stay too drunk. But right, so thank you very much everyone who's tuned in. Like I said, I'm going to go live probably a bit 8 or 9 o'clock, something like that, just for another hour. There's people here in the Discord. I will put stuff in the Discord for us soon. But just thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in. Everyone's asked questions. Everyone's given me a bit of time. Everyone's watched the video. We'll go through everyone who's bought tickets again. I'll just refresh it just in case. Right, so I'll go through everyone who's bought tickets just to thank you personally. Okay, it's only letting me see so many. Oh, it's because Nick's moved up. Wait, what the fuck? It's not showing me everyone. Okay, so I can't do that. It's not showing everyone, but rest assured, everyone who's bought tickets, thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Let's get a big camera on. So everyone who's bought tickets, thank you. Everyone supported. Fred for buying the shirt, thank you very much. Everyone who's followed me on social media, and just everyone who's interacted with me today, thank you. All the best. And yeah, might see a few of your faces later on. We'll do a little bit of an update a few hours later. But yeah,